I'm Mary Byers, and this is Associations Today. My guest is Caroline Dowd-Higgins, Executive Director of Career and Professional Development for the Indiana University Alumni Association, which I'm proud to say is my alma mater. Indiana is doing some interesting work in the career area, and I'd like to find out more about how this came about and exactly what you're doing.
Hi, Mary. Thanks so much for having me on your show today. It gives me great pride and joy that our alma mater, Indiana University, is now committed to serving alumni in their professional careers throughout their lives. As you and I remember, as our time as students on campus, we have comprehensive efforts to help students during their pursuit of their respective degrees, but only in bits and pieces had we really helped alumni. So 5 years ago, we did what we do every 5 years at Indiana University, and we conducted an alumni engagement survey, surveying alumni around the world, and we said, hey, what do you need? How can we help you? And we found universally that people raised their hands and said, we need help on our career path. And what was intriguing with that data is that it wasn't just newly minted graduates. It was mid-level career professionals, those who were contemplating retirement, and those who were more seasoned along the career journey. And that really started this whole opportunity to serve alumni throughout their lives.
So tell us exactly what that looks like. I know that there's some coaching services involved. Tell us how that came about, how it evolved, and how it really helps tie your new graduates and alumni. You've taken kind of a graduation to retirement approach.
You're exactly right. Well, it is unique, and we are one of the first universities to really dive into this phenomenon of alumni career services. So, of course, what we do is deeply discounted for our alumni because we know they have an opportunity to go into their own communities and hire career coaches as well. But the philosophy behind it is of, by, and for IU alumni. And as you can relate to, we're creating a community, an ecosystem, and Indiana University has over 650,000 living alumni. So we are a very large alumni family globally. And internally, I lead a team that is housed in Bloomington, Indiana on our flagship campus. But we serve people all over the world. So today I had a Skype coaching conversation with an alum in Berlin, Germany, for example. So it's really wonderful to be able to leverage technology. So the services are growing. We've been really considered a startup. We're 3 years in. We have career coaching, which can involve job search. And again, at any stage in your career management, which might help navigate a career reinvention or a promotional opportunity, or maybe negotiating a salary. And then we dive into executive and leadership development as well.
Now, you started the program with an alumnus. Tell us how that program works and how that came about.
We are very lucky to consider Marshall Goldsmith, who is a fellow IU alumnus in our ranks, a partner. And Marshall is a world-renowned leadership expert. He has written 20 plus books on that topic and is really heralded as an extraordinary leader in executive coaching. And he very generously certified a cadre of IU alumni, myself included, to use his methodology of executive coaching. And he has a company, or he actually helped found a company, which he does not manage, called Coach Source, which is a repository of coaches all over the world. And IUAA has a team of very specific IU alumni coaches whom we reach out to when we need to scale as needed as our business grows. But this particular arm of alumni consultant coaches is just for the executive and leadership coaching.
So did you reach out to coaches, alumni who were already coaching?
We did.
That's how you built your cadre. How do you manage that group, and how do you make sure kind of that the quality is and that there's consistency in what you're offering?
Yeah, you're very wise to ask that question. And my job as executive director of this team was really to vet all of those coaches. And right now, it is a small and mighty team of about 18 coaches who work at the executive and leadership executive level. And I say executive level, but it could be in the nonprofit world, it could be in the government world, in the arts world. So it's not just the corporate world, for example. But it was important for me to identify alumni coaches who were doing this, who are subject matter experts. And it was a way for me to add to their rosters with alumni. And they have very generously agreed to a revenue share. So the coach gets a very large percent, and we are helping them with their business development by seeding their rosters with great IU alumni.
What I love about that is the win-win situation. And I'm really focused on helping associations collaborate this year, finding new partners, reaching out. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you was because of the win-win and the collaboration. Tell us how that's set up. I know the coach gets a percentage, and then what happens to the rest?
Absolutely. So again, it's a fee share model. So I'm bringing the business to the table, if you will, of the respective alumni coach. So they're earning 70%, and then the Alumni Association gets a smaller percentage, and Coach Source, as the business entity, handles the contracting and the taxes and all of the business protocol, which is very important for this to be an official transaction. So that three-way split is weighted in the favor of the subject matter expert, who is the coach. And again, we have negotiated really deeply discounted prices to benefit our alumni within that global family, because our hope is to provide them with extraordinary coaching at a very top level at a discounted rate, so they look back to Indiana University as a resource.
Many associations are looking at new graduates, which is an area that you had focused on as well. But I'm intrigued by this whole concept that when I'm ready to make a change, I don't have to be a new graduate or still a student looking for my first job, but I could potentially turn to my association and find new employment and new opportunity through that. So what advice would you give, based on everything that you've been through and the learning curve that you've experienced, for associations that want to take advantage of career placement or career development as a potential member benefit? What kind of advice would you offer?
Well, Mary, you are the expert about relevancy for associations, and we have learned so much from you as a very gracious alumna who has helped us reframe relevancy at Indiana University. And that's exactly what propelled us to offer career services for those that were beyond that entry-level position. The reality is individuals that are associated with a member organization have a lot of resources at their disposal. But if we can make those connections and bring them back to the home base of the association network, great things can happen. It really helps us tap the pay it forward. There's a revenue model there, and it's just the right thing to do. We're really looking for ways to engage with our members so they believe that Indiana University is valuable to them throughout their entire lifetimes, not just while they're a newly minted grad or a current student.
Do you have a fee for current alumni association and then non-alumni association, but alumni? So there's a benefit if you are a member of the alumni association.
It's a really good point. And we are in progress revamping our member model, but I'll give you a sneak peek at what's coming down the road. And again, I attribute you to a lot of this change because you have helped us think differently about relevancy. So we want to honor what we call our lifetime members who join at a higher level fee and are members for life, and they get one free career coaching session a year. So that's a wonderful member benefit that they can capitalize on each year. Now, I'll be honest, I've been a career coach for over 15 years, and it's rarely that you achieve everything in a one and done session, but we want to honor them with that one free session. An annual Alumni Association member gets a discount for that first rate. And then we are trying to entice other alumni who are not association members to consider becoming a member with these enhanced career services. The reality is any alum of Indiana University can purchase our services, but we're honoring our members with discounted benefits and that one free coaching if they're at the lifetime level.
Wonderful. Caroline, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and your experience. I'm proud of what's going on at the Indiana Alumni Association, but it's not just because I'm a graduate of the school, it's because I'm really pleased that the association is asking some of the tough questions that alumni associations and all associations need to be asking today. I appreciate your time. This is Mary Byers with Associations Today, and I'd like to thank my partner, ComPartners. If you're looking into online learning or online communities, I suggest you contact them at compartners.com.